Good morning, class 8. How is everyone? Well, I am too doing well. Okay, in the last video, we covered up the story when Mr. Nuttall goes to meet Mrs. Stapleton and her niece talks about the open window, the tragedy, and he comes to know that that day was the anniversary of the tragedy that happened almost 3 years ago. She talks about the open window and the tragedy, and let us proceed further. What happens in the story? Out through that window, 3 years ago, to a day, her husband and her two young brothers went off for their day's shooting. They never came back. In crossing the moor to their favorite snipe shooting ground, they were all three engulfed in a treacherous piece of bog. It had been that dreadful wet summer, you know, and places that were safe in other years gave way suddenly without warning. Their bodies were never recovered. That was the dreadful part of it. Here the child's voice lost its self-possessed note and became faltering human. Poor aunt always thinks that they will come back someday. They and the little brown spaniel that was lost with them and walk in at that window just as they used to do. That is why the window is kept open every evening till it is quite dusk. Poor dear aunt, she has often told me how they went out, her husband with his waterproof coat over his arm, and Ronnie, her younger brother, singing Bertie, why do you bound? As he always did to tease her, because she said it got on her nerves. Do you know, sometimes on still, quiet evenings like this, I almost get a creepy feeling that they will all walk in through that window. So, boys and girls, so far the niece tries to tell the core of the story. She tries to tell how on that unfortunate day they went out, the husband and two brothers along with Spaniel the dog, and they were engulfed. The aunt doesn't believe. She believes that someday they will come back, and that is the reason the window is kept open. Let us see what happens further in the story. She broke off with a little shudder. It was a relief to Frampton when the aunt busted into the room with a whirl of apologies for being late in making her appearance. I hope Vera has been amusing you, she said. She has been very interesting, said Frampton. I hope you don't mind the open window, said Mrs. Stapleton briskly. My husband and brothers will be home directly from shooting. They always come in this way. They have been out for snipe in the marshes today. So they'll make a fine mess over my poor carpets. So, like you men folk, isn't it? So here, when the niece was telling all about it, the aunt enters the room. The niece, when telling about her aunt's tragedy, breaks down, and that was the moment when the aunt enters the room. As soon as she enters, she asks that whether the girl kept him comfortable, and he gives an answer which was equally interesting. He said the girl was interesting. She is interesting. He doesn't answer whether it was boring or whether it was good to accompany her. He only says the girl was interesting. And from here on, let's move on further. She rattled on cheerfully about the shooting and the scarcity of birds, the prospects for duck in the winter. To Frampton, it was all purely horrible. He made a desperate but only partially successful effort to turn the talk onto a less ghastly topic. He was conscious that his hostess was giving him only a fragment of her attention. Her eyes were constantly straying past him to the open window and the lawn beyond. It was certainly an unfortunate coincidence that he should have paid his visit on this tragic anniversary. So, boys and girls, when the aunt was asking about the comforts of the guest, Mr. Newton, and she again, like the niece, comments that the open window doesn't look to him very awkward. She hoped for it, and she went on telling that the window was kept open only for the reason because they expected the husband and two brothers along with Spaniel to come back. And then she says कि तुम सब मर्द ऐसे ही तो होते हो, वो भी यही करते हैं, उधर से आते हैं मिट्टी मिट्टी के पैर लेकर के और मेरा पूरा कारपेट गंदा कर देते हैं। यही तो सब घरों में होता है, बॉयज, मर्द, वो सब मेन लोग जो है वो सब गंदगी फैलाते हैं और हमारी बहनें, माताएं वो सब साफ करती रहती हैं। ये कोई अच्छी बात है? ऐसा उन्होंने कहा कि तुम सब मेंसफोल एक जैसे ही होते हैं। और वो इसके बाद बर्ड्स के बारे में, डक इन द विंटर के बारे में, शी टॉक्ड अबाउट ऑल दीज टॉपिक्स। अच्छा, इन टॉपिक्स में न्यूटन साहब का कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था। सो ऑल दीज टॉपिक्स लुक्ड वेरी हॉरिबल टू हिम। वो तो यहां तक सोचने लगे आज मैं कहां फंस गया आकर के। और फिर व्हाट अ डे इट वाज कि आज ही इनकी वर्षगांठ भी है, क्या मुझे आज ही यहां पे आना था? टू हिम इट वाज गेस्टली टॉपिक। और इस गेस्टली टॉपिक से, इस हॉरिबल टॉपिक से वो थोड़ा सा कम हॉरिबल टॉपिक की तरफ बातचीत को बदलना चाहते थे। उन्होंने कोशिश करी। इस बीच उन्होंने ये भी देखा कि उनकी जो हॉस्टेस है वो ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट बातचीत में नहीं ले रही है, बल्कि बात करते करते बीच बीच में वो ओपन विंडो की तरफ देखती रहती है। तो इट वॉज ओनली पार्शियल अटेंशन which was being paid to the guest, and the rest of the attention was on the window. This was noticeable to the guest that the hostess was not paying full attention. आइए देखते हैं आगे कहानी में क्या होता है। द डॉक्टर्स agree in ordering me complete rest in absence of mental excitement and avoidance of anything in nature of violent physical exercise, announced Frampton, who labored under the tolerably widespread delusion that total strangers and chance acquaintances are hungry for the least detail of one's ailments and infirmities, their cause and cure. On the matter of diet, they are not so much in agreement, he continued. जहाँ आंटी अपनी चीजें बताने में इंटरेस्टेड थे, वहीं पे मिस्टर न्यूटन इज इंटरेस्टेड इन हिज ओन स्टोरी. He wants to change the topic. He wants to tell them why, what is the purpose of him coming to that village. वो उनको बताना चाहते हैं कि गांव आने का मेरा जो उद्देश्य है वो नर्व क्योर है. वो डॉक्टर्स ने मुझे एडवाइस किया है कि आई शुड बी इन द विलेज विद द स्ट्रेंजर्स and when I am out of pressure I can cure my nerves. तो इस तरह से he was talking about his cause and the aunt kept talking about her cause. आइए देखते हैं फर्दर क्या होता है. No, said Mrs. Stapleton in a voice which only replaced a yawn at the last moment. Then she suddenly brightened into alert attention, but not to what Frampton was saying. देखिए, फ्रैम्पटन साहब अपनी बात बता ही रहे थे और अचानक आंटी ने पहले यानिंग करी और फिर see, if you are talking to someone and someone yawns, you must understand that the person is not taking interest in your story, and then all of a sudden with alertness in the eyes she having said no, then she all of a sudden with brightened attention she said but not to what Mr. Frampton had said. She said something else. What did she say? आइए जानते हैं स्टोरी. Here they are at last, she cried. She cried, here they are at last, just in time for tea. And don't they look as if they were muddy up to the eyes. तो लास्टली आंटी अचानक चिल्ला उठती है. फ्रैम्पटन साहब अपनी बात बता ही रहे थे लेकिन वो अचानक चिल्लाने लगती है, आ गए, हियर दे आर. एंड उन्होंने ये भी कहा, देख लीजिए मैंने कहा था ना गंदगी लेकर आते हैं. देखो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे आईज तक पूरा मड्डी हो रखे हों. राइट फ्रॉम आईज टू द फुट देयर होल बॉडी इज कवर्ड विद मड. इस तरह से द आंट शाउटेड. इट वॉज अ peculiar situation for the guest. आगे क्या होता है हम जानेंगे अगले वीडियो में, लेकिन तब तक प्लीज रिवाइज, वॉच दिस वीडियो ट्वाइस. I'll be sending you the exercises. Do the exercises and of course don't forget to learn the word meanings. Thanks for joining.